So you might be wondering, why am I filming myself driving? Well, I'm on the way to see Rich Drew. I got a message from him last night. He said, buddy, why don't you come out, get some jumping in? I said, you don't have to ask twice. I'm on my way. If you don't know, which you have to be under a rock to not know Rich Drew, he has a series called the Ride Series, which he's coaches you on all kinds of skills, no matter what level you're on, whether you're a pro, whether you're beginner, intermediate, it doesn't really matter. He is in town this weekend doing his classes. I was hoping to go, and unfortunately I got crazy busy with family stuff, and we're down to one car, and so it just wasn't going to work out. But when he messaged me, he says, you got the morning open? I said, actually I do. I'm gonna go check it out, see what it's all about, and hope to have a killer time. So let's do it.
Very early on in my life, I was motivated by my brother to hit the biggest jumps we could find. And that's a very important component to this, because everybody needs to understand the psychological piece. If you didn't start jumping a bike consistently when you were very young, there's a really little chance that you're going to be good at it later in life. My outside force is a force multiplier. Okay, if it was a wall, that force is stopping me. What this is gonna do is it's gonna multiply whatever force I bring into it. So I come in tall position, drop in, open. Instead of staying up and open, as soon as I come off, I'll keep my heels down to drive the bike where I want, but I'm gonna bias my torso forward more where it needs to be in the landing. The elbow drop a little bit.
Okay.
That takes a little bit of stability.
Okay.
Keep the elbows out and just think everything hits through your feet.
Okay.
Don't ever think about compressing the force.
Okay.
Good.
I know my legs are still not woken up.
Timing of the feet way better.
Thanks. That was a little bit.
You stayed open though, dude.
I know.
You did what you're supposed to do. So in that instance, when that happens, dude, if you relax and realize, okay, I'm gonna go deep.
Yeah.
Now I need to manage this. When you get tense like that, it makes landing way more challenging. When you come off and you know, dude, I'm going deep, not a big deal as long as I don't go back.
Well, I was trying to go up.
You went up.
Yeah,
but
I didn't mean to go so deep.
Yep. So here, everybody come over here. Nice little learning lesson. Bobby had a little incident there, shaking the wrist out. But sometimes I go off and the alarm says, hey man, too much. That's what you had.
Yeah.
And you knew it because you were going, whoa, when you were in the air. When that happens, not if, when it happens, try to stay as calm as you can. Full stoke. Right, Bobby?
Absolutely.
About stoke.
Finally.
Dude, give me some insight for a second.
Yeah.
You are greasing these.
I'm warmed up.
Working? It's feeling good?
Yeah.
What's resonating? Like, what are you thinking about when you're hitting it?
I'm relaxing is what I'm really trying to do.
It's funny how something that simple can help.
Yeah, I think in the beginning I was trying too hard, trying to impress Rich Drew.
Easy to do, bro.
And now I'm relaxed, and now it's it's just repetition too. Every time you do it more and more, you just get easier and easier.
That's good, dude. Keep it up.
Yeah.
That Ferrazzi might help too. What I have found is the incubation period over the next week, month, 3 months is very valuable to you, meaning this will settle in even more as time goes on. And as long as you strategically go apply this. Now, one thing that we talked about was there's not a whole lot of places here to do that. I get that. It's in your best interest to try to find some place. You can't execute out of fear. You have to execute with some level of confidence and keep fear to a minimum. Keep the anxiety as low as you can.
I don't have a land wave landing. What recommendations do you have to just find a downhill and set the coach ramp up?
If you don't have an amazing land wave landing, what you can do is find a downslope. Like right here, you could come in through this and set it up here and land on that downslope.
All right, so I just finished the session with Rich, and I'm going to ask him 3 questions. So let's do this. So Rich,
Okay.
All right. Question I get is, I don't really want to jump, so why should I learn?
I think you need to learn the dynamics behind what's happening with the jump, because it seems a lot of the trails you go to now, they're building jumps. Jumping is becoming something that's built in to a lot of the ever-evolving trail systems, and it's just good to have an understanding of it so you can manage it. We like to say we don't want people to strategically avoid jumps, strategically manage them as much as you want, and most people who come in with that sentiment, about halfway through they realize, no, jumping's fun, I actually want to do it a little bit more.
Awesome. So most of my audience is midlifers, get started later in life.
Yep.
What is something that differs between someone that starts in my age group versus someone that starts young?
Very simple psychology. So it's very important for people to understand, if you started later in life, your brain doesn't want you jumping a bike. I started jumping when I was 5. I've been consistently jumping a bike since I was 5. Now I'm 46. So what that means is the neural pathways in my brain developed with jumping a bike being normal. Most people, if you're 20, 30, that isn't the case. So what you're trying to do is become proficient at something that your brain doesn't want you to do. That's a mechanism that it's very good at. It's honed over years and years and years. It's trying to keep you alive, trying to keep you from a broken collarbone and a concussion. So the psychology, embrace the psychology behind it.
What is it something that people need to know that how you're going to teach anything, whether it's jumping or anything else? You know where I'm going.
Yeah, very simply I can say this. First is, it's me. So I am at every event. There is not a ride series event that happens without me there. I can jump a bike pretty well. If you Google my name, me jumping a bike comes up, for whatever that means. Second is, my ability to jump a bike is only part of the equation. I spent many years of my life, almost 12, as a product trainer for the Ford Motor Company. That's where I learned how to teach. Teaching is an art, and so understanding, if I have a group of 12 people, how do I deliver that message to all 12 of those people in a way that resonates with them? So I guarantee you, we give you a money-back guarantee, that what we do is different, and you will grow more confident, you will become more safer, and damn it, you'll break less collarbones.
I agree. Second that.
All right, guys, you heard it here. Go to the RideSeriesMTV.com if you want to take his class. It's well worth it. I learned a lot. I learned things that I wanted to expand on was confidence and being comfortable, and Rich was totally the great coach for that. So you got to check it out. All right, guys, that wraps it up here. Hope you enjoyed this video. As always, live, learn, and send it. It is never too late to start. See you guys.
That was a better example. So as I came off, before the bike reached its apex, I was already dropping down into the bike. Got a good shot of that?